It's that time of year again, Phelan!
No.
Well, see ya. That's about as good as some of the jokes coming from Tim Allen in this, huh? This will be over an hour of us going, So anyway, sitcom Halloween. We gotta do Home Improvement. We gotta do it.
We got to.
It's contractually obligated.
We tried to say no, but they said you gotta.
You have to do it. What's your experience with Home Improvement, Phelan?
I watched it back in the day.
Did you enjoy it?
I think so for the most part.
It was before Tim Allen started making skillet jokes after he took some kids to Disneyland.
Or he would take random kids to Disneyland.
When I was your age, we didn't have rubber guts. We had to use real guts.
I remember Home Improvement being on, but I didn't watch it that much. I saw some of it, but like none of this is familiar to me.
No.
I had to look up. I'm like, what are the kids' names? I knew like Jill and Tim and Al, and that's about it. They did 7 episodes that were Halloween related. This was season 2. What was it called? Haunting of Taylor House? Haunting of Taylor House.
Okay.
So what happened in Haunting of Taylor House? Their house was haunted.
Tim was an idiot.
Tim was an idiot.
He continued to be an idiot, and then he was an idiot at the end.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a running theme through this. I don't think it's going to change too much.
At least this is a show that acknowledges he's an idiot.
He needed Patricia Richardson to call him an idiot in every show, and I think that's what made it work. That was the secret sauce that kind of held it back from just feeling like, this is just sexist.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever dated a woman who scared you?
I appreciate that she dunks on him as much as he dunks on her.
She's good at it. Mm-hmm. He's serviceable.
He doesn't have skills, like he said at the end.
We're not highly paid, but we're skilled. We're not even that skilled.
Our reaction to most of his jokes was Al at the beginning, just stare at the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew the basic premise of the show. I knew that he had a home improvement show, Tool Time, but I wasn't sure like how much of it in universe was supposed to be scripted or how much of it was him just being an asshole to Al. Because like that seemed to be most of it was him just being an asshole to him.
Yeah.
It's an owl! You ask a guy to do a job, and nobody knows more about gravity than Al. Or how about Al's paycheck?
And that's their show.
And that's their show.
Their show is Al will do the project correctly and then Tim will screw it up.
That's the joke.
It's a real representation of the show as a whole, where Richard Karn carries this whole thing on his shoulders.
Yeah, it's all up to him to save their haunted house to scare Ryder strong.
Yeah.
Which is what it was all put together for, apparently.
It was all put together to take care of this bully kid that they didn't even know was going to be coming. They're just like, we're going to pick one kid to be an asshole to. He's the one.
Yeah.
And Wilson's like, oh, I got nothing better to do on Halloween, so I guess I'll be a mummy for you.
Well, he spent a lot of time making that pumpkin of himself.
Pretty vain of Wilson to do that, I gotta say.
That's how he views himself, too. He's like, I need to put the fence in front of my face.
He doesn't want to be seen. There's something sad about that. Tim is just mean to everyone. He just says a bunch of asshole stuff to everyone. Like, he hats his wife. He makes a lot of wife jokes, and she's just like, fuck you. It's real clever.
I hate my wife. Fuck you. Every episode.
I'm looking forward to seeing how these other ones go, I gotta say. You know what? It's sad to say, I think they did Halloween better than most of the Sabrina episodes. It's kind of disappointing going back over the Sabrina ones.
Yeah, they had a decent little haunted basement.
They went all out for this. Even like his backyard, he was lighting his fence on fire for Halloween.
Yeah, that's a fired hazard, Tim.
Surprised that did not come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, you think it'd be on fire and then Al would have to save the day again.
Yeah.
Maybe Wilson could lean over the fence back. That's a bad idea there, neighbor.
Fuck you.
For it is your business if your neighbor's wall catches fire.
The main plot of this episode is they're throwing a haunted basement thing for Halloween, like for their kids. They seem to say specifically it's Brad's Halloween party.
Randy and Mark were going trick-or-treating.
Right, yeah, Randy and Mark went trick-or-treating.
But then they're there for some reason.
Yeah, they're part of the thing.
Yeah.
Because Mark is the one in the costume.
But they went trick-or-treating earlier, so...
Oh, yeah, I guess Brad was too old for it. But not too old to dress as Raggedy Andy.
Yeah.
He's dressed as Raggedy Andy because he has this girlfriend, and she's gonna dress as Raggedy Ann. But
Allegedly.
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 It doesn't end up happening, and also, like, I just didn't buy that he'd be willing to do that. He's the cool mullet kid. Cool mullet kid's not gonna be Raggedy Andy.
Not with his dad being like, hey, what you do, Bryan? Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, the first thing that happens is his dad makes fun of him.
Yeah.
Tim sees him and he starts calling him a fucking pussy, basically.
Look out, Frankenstein. Look out, werewolf. It's Raggedy.
This isn't the leader of the Wiener Patrol.
Like, why is he like this?
A lot of times men do things they don't want to do, so the women they're going out with will do things they don't want to do. Women aren't as smart as they think they are. They don't realize how little we actually know.
My doctor said the best thing to do after a heart attack is surround yourself with a loved one.
So you left your wife at home, came down to the hardware store. She's great. Just don't marry her.
Oh, you haven't even met her.
Doesn't matter.
And then Patricia Richardson, she comes out in a carrot costume. She had a different costume, but then, like, they lost her reservation for it because you got to reserve a costume.
Apparently.
Yeah. And then he makes fun of her. And he's like, oh, I got a real scary costume. And he's dressed as, like, an evil mother-in-law. Like,
Yeah. He had this fake one with a meat cleaver in his head, and then he, like, takes it out, and then it never comes up again. It's like, why do you have that ready?
He showed up with the fake meat cleaver. His son makes fun of him. I think this was Randy. Yeah, the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one makes fun of him. And then he's just like, yeah, well, I got something for you. And I was like, a real meat cleaver. But then he actually said a real meat cleaver. And I thought he was threatening his son with a meat cleaver.
I got a little surprise for you, fella. This is a real meat cleaver.
What's going on there? So the girlfriend shows up and she's mad, and so she's not dressed as Raggedy Ann. And they gotta figure out why she's mad, and I guess it's because he picked another girl in dodgeball. He wasn't thinking about his girlfriend.
He's just thinking about the win.
The win.
I maybe danced, but my team won.
Oh, don't start talking like that,
I recognize this actress too. She was only in 9 Things, but she always plays a bitchy character. I saw her in Casper, saw her in Baywatch. She's always like a real bitch, and she's just typecast. You know, she didn't have that many roles, but she made the most of them.
I can't beat up Jennifer.
I don't know. I think you could take her.
Ryder Strong is her new boyfriend. He shows up and he's a real asshole. He's making fun of the whole haunted basement thing.
This isn't scary, it's totally lame.
And apparently all the other kids were just like fine with going down the stairs and getting scared out. And then that would have been it.
Yeah, they have like Wilson hanging from the ceiling in there.
How did they set that up? In their basement?
Yeah.
Who was lowering him? Both of the adults were not behind the scenes.
Al has the controls hidden in the box.
The kid's like not scared of anything until he opens up the toolbox, and then Al's in there as some sort of vampire decapitated head, and then he's scared of that. But why would he be scared of that if he wasn't scared of the other stuff? Like, it's just as hokey as any other thing.
Guess it just didn't look like Al could fit in there.
I guess.
He thought he murdered Al.
How long was he sitting in that box? And then he left him in there at the end.
Yeah.
What a fucking terrible Halloween for Al.
And he's like, but Tim, you gotta leap. What? Ow! Ah!
Oh boy.
Oh, they made up, by the way. Brad made up with his girlfriend.
Yeah, thanks
Pretty
to
cool.
good advice.
He's like, toxic masculinity, son.
The two most important things you can tell a woman are, I understand.
I understand. Understand what?
It was kind of funny. He tells her to just say, like, I understand. Then she says, I understand about what? And then he looks at him. He's like, like that's the end of his advice. Next episode.
Next episode.
Hear that how she dreams about me every night?
It sounds like she has a sleeping disorder.
Fuck you, Wilson. Oh!
My God!
Somebody call 911!
That's exactly how it went. I
Yeah,
think.
that's what they do.
This was the season 3 Halloween episode, Crazy for You.
Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
Love so much, I hope you did make it, because I'm Eye of Newt intolerant.
It was the one that everyone considered non-canon because they thought it was going to be an anthology show. But you know, one
It's
thing
weird they decided that suddenly in the 3rd season.
yeah, very strange. Like we're like, well, I thought it was kind of a show about Tim Allen, but then they're like, home improvement can be about many things.
Yeah.
You can improve many things in your life.
Maybe it'll be about Owl now.
Yeah, it'll be about him. That's what everyone wanted anyway. I think I've discovered that like Al needs to be a supporting character.
Are you telling me, Tim, that you're a few bricks shy of a load?
You know, one thing I'm learning about Home Improvement as we watch this is that their transition game is unparalleled.
Very good.
Truly amazing. We didn't mention this in the season 1 one, but it was really good. They added some stuff in this one. They had some people in costumes.
Yeah,
like
they go,
spooky nucleus. It's like, it was very good. There was one transition they had in this one where it was like Tim goes out the door of his house, and then another Tim steps in because he's checking himself in the mirror, but it kind of looks like, you know, another Tim was in the house.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Tim is coming from inside the house.
Oh!
We might be kind of late because I'm thinking about raising a little bit of hell.
This one, I gotta say, I feel was a little step down from the first one. Like a little less Halloween-y, but still had some good stuff in it.
They still threw a pretty elaborate Halloween party.
Yeah, the Halloween party at the end was really good. I think just the stuff at the beginning, the house wasn't quite as decorated. They didn't put quite as much Halloween stink on it. Mm-hmm. They were saving it up for the end, I guess.
Yeah.
So the main plot of this episode is that Tim thinks that he is being stalked by an obsessed fan named Rose. But in actuality, this is an elaborate prank set up by Jill, involving basically everyone in his life gaslighting him.
It's kind of one of those
good.
plots where you kind of think like maybe he's gonna find out and then, you know, pull a switcheroo at the end, but he doesn't. He just falls for it till the end.
One thing I've kind of picked up on is that there's this need for him to always get like the last laugh. Like Tim Allen has to be the one that gets the last little jab in. So they try to do that here. They're playing pranks on each other for Halloween, and then they get him, and then Jill's like, I'm the queen of Halloween.
The king of Halloween is dead. Long live the queen.
And then at the very last second, he's like, oh, fake hand gag, I'm the king again.
The king is back!
Look, you can't.
Yeah.
She involved everyone that you know in
that
this,
was
and you
not
just had a
as
fake
good.
hand. No, can't proclaim that.
Like, you got a cheap little, versus her tormenting you for days.
Psychological warfare going on here.
I love that she put this much effort into it, too. Like, she involves Wilson and Owl and Heidi, everyone he knows.
Everyone hates him.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, pranked him and make him scared for his life? I'm on board.
I want to see him suffer.
There was a really funny line, too, when Heidi says, like, isn't this really mean what we're doing to him? And Al's like, yeah.
Yes. They start off again with tool time, and he's being an asshole because he thinks he's being too slow about the finish and all that. He gets fan mail, and he makes this big deal out of like, well, you didn't get fan mail. He's like, oh yeah? And then he has like a wheelbarrow
Yeah, she brings
full
out
of
a
fan mail.
wheelbarrow.
And then Al is like, oh yeah, I also got these wheelbarrows full of cookies.
Yeah, because Tim's like, well, I got cookies.
Oh yeah? Well, fuck you.
Bring them in, boys. Dumps them on Tim and suffocates him.
Was this also part of the prank, or did Al legit, like, get this much fan mail with cookies?
My fan mail, which incidentally exceeds yours by 10 to 1, indicates that people like me just about the way I am.
I think Al's supposed to be popular within the universe.
I guess that must be part of it. Like, they like him better, and then, as they should. And then Tim's got a small penis, and he has to be the one that's...
He's not as good at his own show, so he's very envious of Al.
That's the joke.
Tim's face appears green. Don't adjust your TV. It's just envy.
And he's also got penis envy about Bob Vila.
Yeah.
That comes up again. We didn't mention in the first episode that Al made a Bob Vila jack-o'-lantern
Yeah, I didn't know
just
who
to
that...
piss Tim off.
I didn't know who that was. I wasn't familiar with the Home Improvement lore, but you let me know what that was all about, so now I can have some good chuckles.
Bob Vila.
Yeah, you got a real dig in at him on this one.
Yeah.
It was either a corpse or Bob Vila.
What's the difference?
I don't remember if it was this one or the last one where him and Jill were talking about like how disgusted they were at the altar with each other.
That's the way you looked on our wedding day.
I shouldn't have lifted the veil.
Who told you to wear it?
I do feel like in this one I believed more that they weren't completely disgusted with each other all the time. I do think they showed a little bit more of them actually
Even though
liking
she's
each
like
other.
planning to torment him
she's
for
tormenting
days.
him. He thinks he's poisoned at one point.
Yeah.
He starts going into like anaphylactic shock because he thinks that he's been poisoned. And that's, true love.
Yeah. Just
then
don't
he only-
fuck with Jill.
And then he only sets up that romantic dinner so he could get her with the handcuff.
Yeah.
Actually, they do hate each other.
Oh, Tim, I'm married to you and I barely think about you.
They've got a costume that looks like you at 7 a.m.?
They do have, I guess, a few more loving moments in this one versus the first episode.
Yeah, they do temper it a little bit with, like, occasionally they're not saying, I fucking hate your guts.
At least it still comes off more like they're joking with each other, even in the first one, because they usually kind of laugh at each other's jabs at each other.
They do. They're funny about it, but, like, it is, like, in universe, like, why did they get married?
I like, at one point, Jill's friend says something about, like, Tim being out of the house, and Jill's like, I changed the locks. He was gone.
I can think of a few things I'd like to do when Tim's out of town. Like what? Change the locks.
There was no turn in this episode I didn't see immediately. Like, They don't set up right away that this fan is fake. They have this bit where he's on the phone with her, and then he thinks it's Jill, but then it's not, and I'm like, oh, could it be her one-episode friend who just showed up?
Yeah, is this friend even in any other episodes? I
have
don't
no
remember.
idea. Real Home Improvement fans will know.
Yeah, I'm not a true fan.
Yeah, right, you have a fan.
And then when they think she's at the party and they set up this thing where Al's in a gorilla costume, I'm like, okay, they're gonna do a switcheroo. And then when Rose shows up, I'm like, that looks like just Al in a costume. And then it is. I could have written this one.
They're real fool time.
I've seen your show. It should be called Fool Time.
Fool time! Yeah, we didn't mention Fool Time. That kid,
Fool time.
you can't recover from that.
Fool
That's why he was only in the one episode. They murdered him after that.
No one calls me fool time.
It should be called Fool Time.
Fatality.
Then he gets hit by a bus and explodes like at the Star Cabin Fever 2.
Yeah.
He survived, just kidding.
The kids see that and then he goes like, Dad, I don't want to die!
I don't want to die, Dad. A special home improvement followed by the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Show.
And stay tuned for the Dana Carvey Diet Mug Root Beer Show.
That's actually the one thing I knew about Home Improvement going into this was that ad.
A special home improvement followed by the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Show.
You see, that was actually a Halloween episode. They're just pranking Randy to think he was gonna die. Gotcha!
Da, da, da. Transitions his grave.
Randy pranked him in the episode before. He's like, oh yeah, I'll make you think you're dying, you little shit. The king is back.
Wow. They go hardcore.
One episode where they blow up the house just to get some.
The kids weren't really that funny in this one. They all three dressed up as Mo from the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
And then they did sort of a Three Stooges routine, and that's about it.
Yeah, stupid kids.
It was not nearly as funny as the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Hour.
I don't want to die, Dad.
Ray Romano said it's not really about the kids.
It's not really about the kids.
Did he have kids on that show?
Yeah, because it wasn't really about them.
Really about the kids. I know even less about Everybody Loves Raymond than Home Improvement. I know he e-hats his mom, and that's
E-hats them.
I e-hat my mom.
Because you can't say hate on YouTube. What?
I e-hat my mom.
It looks like they weren't watching our sitcom videos. Anyway, anything else to say about Crazy for You? We're talking about Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's not really about...
I e-hat my mom.
Wilson showed up as the Phantom of the Opera, famous for covering his whole face.
It was funny because you see his mouth. They're like, you can see, that part of his face you usually don't see this time.
They really subverted our expectations with that one. That was the one twist I didn't see coming.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi-ho, and boo, good neighbor.
Is that it?
I think so.
All right, we're going to season 4.
It's always been a dream of mine to own a hardware store.
It's always also been a dream of yours to be able to walk around your mom without taking a rest stop.
Not impressed with this one.
I don't think so, Tim.
Borland Ambition. I would say this is so far the best friends of this one.
Friends. Best friends.
Best friends forever, right, Tim? Yeah, Al and Villanelle's on Al.
Friends forever. Right, Herc?
I don't think so, Tim.
I don't think so, Tim.
This is barely a Halloween
Yeah,
episode.
Halloween's kind of a B or C plot.
Yeah, it's happening around Halloween. I will say there's a little more Halloween going on than Best Friends.
Yeah.
But not too much. Mostly this is about Al buying part of the hardware store. He's wanting to make sure this is a successful business venture, but he's being really pushy. He's advertising it on Tool Time. People don't like this.
Not cool, except when Tim does it.
Yeah, real ugly side to everyone here.
You can't plug Harry's hardware on the Tool Time. This isn't your own personal forum, Hal.
You're a mean, selfish son of a gun.
Son of a gun. When Al gets mad, he's a real potty mouth.
How could they do this to Al? He's been the one saving grace.
This is really Al's heel turn.
It's his heel turn.
Son of a gun.
When he first starts advertising the hardware store on Tool Time, I felt like it wasn't as obtrusive as, like, if you saw this on a show, you'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, It didn't feel like it was that. And I don't know, maybe if they'd mentioned this was like a conflict of interest with their, like, official sponsors, they had some other tool people.
We'll be right back with our show after a few messages from Binford Tools, our real sponsor.
But it just felt like they were like, oh, he's annoying saying shop at this hardware store. Speaking of conflicts of interest, the kids, in their vague D plot going on in this, they go to a costume contest, and Mark, once again, has dressed up as someone that he knows, so he's Al.
Yeah, he's Al this time, which is what Randy said he should have been the other time, because they get more stuff.
You should have gone as Al. We could have gotten more stuff.
But he was, I guess, correct to do it this time, because the judge of the contest was Al's mom.
Yeah.
Conflict of interest.
I won fair and square. I can't help it if Al's mom was the head judge.
Unfair.
Did Mark already know that going in? Is that...
No, well, maybe he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he's pretending he didn't know.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Little jerk.
Little jerk.
I don't think so, Brad.
I think the most Halloween in this episode is the scene transitions, because, like, nothing Halloween will be going on, and then, like, all of a sudden something will happen, like a transition, you're like, oh, right. This is a Halloween episode. At one point, a pumpkin blasts them off the screen.
That was amazing. That's probably the best part of the episode.
It was probably the best transition they've had yet.
Yeah.
Look, just like
It's when they're arguing about the hardware store thing, too, and it's like, remember Halloween?
And then a pumpkin destroys them. They also have a pretty significant moment in this. This is the first time that you see Wilson's full face.
Well, except the first one we watched, you do see his profile face pretty well while he's looking at his pumpkin.
Yeah, but it's not full on. I mean,
No,
here,
not
like, it's
in
not
front on. You
his
see
face
it in
isn't
profile.
hidden or anything. He's got Halloween makeup on, but it's like,
yeah.
it'd be a bit of a stretch to say his face is obscured at this point.
Wilson?
I wish it was in a more exciting episode.
Yeah, I wish there was more Halloween. At least Wilson dressed up.
He dressed up for whatever Halloween thing he was doing. He's like, I'm not hanging
But I
from
need
your
to go to
rafters
the
this
hardware
year.
store late to get something first.
Yeah, he was part of the late night crowd that Tim told Al didn't happen at the hardware store.
Would have made a little more sense if Al didn't have any customers and then Tim comes in and tells him that.
Yeah.
He's just like, huh?
But they had to have Mr. Wilson do something in this episode.
I think he's Mr. Wilson.
He is
Mr.
He is Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
He is, because his name's Wilson Jr. I looked that up. His name's Wilson.
And what's the name of the missing person?
Wilson.
So when was the last time you saw Mr. Wilson?
Is this Mr. Wilson?
He is Mr. Wilson.
Then Tim comes over with his slingshot.
He's going to kill him.
Why'd you do it, Dad?
Man, I have so little to say about this episode. It sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, there were moments. It was
seems
okay. I guess I'm being a little unfair.
Yeah,
I think
it just
was better
wasn't
than
as
Best Friends,
Halloween
but-
as we wanted.
Yeah, it was.
It was an
average
okay episode. I think one of my favorite bits was when the ending bit where they just break the fourth wall, because at the very end, Tim makes a joke about Al giving him the hardware store key, but he doesn't know it, and then they kind of redo it at the very end, but then they walk through to where the garage is supposed to be, and it's the hardware set.
Yeah, I think the credits are always pretty fun. They'll add something in there. Usually there's bloopers. So everyone's having a good time. I don't want to die, Dad!
I don't want to die, Dad. You never know.
Jill and Tim seem to like each other in this one again.
They did, but they didn't get their Halloween alone together.
No.
It got interrupted.
Yeah, ruined by Al's girlfriend in her knickers.
She looks pretty terrific in those little knickers she's wearing.
That means something different in the UK. They should have thought about that.
Yeah, fool time.
It should be called Fool Time. Somebody call 911!
I find it very weird that they didn't do a Halloween party at their house, because it seemed like, pranking Queen and King of Halloween was a tradition with them, trying to get each other back and all that, but then, this time, nothing.
Yeah.
Crickets. Woo! So Al and his girlfriend, they went to the putt-putt place, the mini golf place, the putt-putt world.
This is my costume for the Halloween party at the Putt Putt Panorama.
And in a couple of hours, the putt-putt will be shut.
You're such a nut.
They went to the putt-putt for Halloween, and then, she's like, oh, my Halloween costume is a golfing outfit. And it's like, why would you go golfing in a golfing outfit and say that's your Halloween costume? You're just wearing a golfing outfit to golf at that point.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little boring.
Yeah, she didn't do a lot.
That's the joke.
Pretty cool stuff. I probably will cut that out of the video.
Yeah. That was not necessary.
That was not necessary.
You don't need to be mean to his girlfriend.
Mean to Irene or Eileen or whatever her name was.
Come on, Eileen.
Al orders the meatloaf, I get the chicken cutlet, and halfway through the meal we switch.
God, they say romance is dead.
I guess it's fitting. He was a little boring in this episode too. They were meant to be.
That's the joke.
I think I've discovered that Al needs to be a supporting character. He was the best. He was the best guy on the.
You don't think he should be the star?
He was the best guy on the show, but I think it's just because in comparison to the most annoying people in the world, yeah. But then when he's carrying it by himself, it's a little dry around here.
I have the same thing for breakfast. I go to the bathroom at the same time.
Don't knock that.
And who wasn't moved by our salute to toilets?
So you got an Al Wilson scene in this one. I don't know how much that happened. I guess they hung out in the basement together.
That's true. They had a scene.
They had a lot of time there waiting
They had a lot of
for them
time
to
strung
bring
up
the
on the
kids
ceiling,
down.
hidden in a toolbox. Dark times. I don't know why Al agreed to do that.
Yeah,
It seems
literal
like
dark times as they're sitting there in the dark.
Dad, I opened the the tool locker and some.
I don't know why Al agreed to do that, and to be their like bodyguard in the. Well, I guess he agreed because it was part of a prank in that other one, but like. Kind of seems like he can't stand him.
The box that Al was in the first episode, you could see it at their party in the second Halloween one.
Crazy stuff.
The continuity.
They do have a continuity through these. The Al costume, because he was his dad before, and they said he should have been him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got kind of a running thing going on.
Boy, Al, you had to stay out of the dryer.
Anyway,
hopefully the next one's more Halloween-y.
Yeah. Let's do
Halloween it!
No parents, plus you and Senator Jason. Equals party.
Let them eat cake! That was the name of the episode, by the way. I wasn't just saying that randomly. You're looking at me like you're going somewhere with this.
Yeah.
I don't really, I honestly don't know what the title had to do with the rest of it, but that was what it was called.
No.
Brad, you've been working on your hair for an hour and a half.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, it was worth it.
Show's slipping. It's slipping.
They caught Brad slipping, I guess.
Brad slipping. Yeah, this is another one where it's not that Halloween focused, but there's some Halloween in it.
Hard to say, like, is this more or less than the one before it?
I feel like the quality of the non-Halloween story was better in this one than the previous one, although the Halloween content was about the same.
Hey, Brad, who's the guy with the pumpkin on his head?
In this one, they have a cable awards ceremony, and they don't think that they're gonna win, but they're gonna go anyway, and then they have a Halloween party they're gonna get to later. Meanwhile, Mark is sick, so they get Brad to babysit him, and his friend Jason is like, well, let's throw a party, and then they do, an unsupervised party.
He says tool time is a metaphor for how we live our lives in the 90s.
And he was lying!
Tool time isn't just about tools. It's a metaphor for how we live in the 90s.
One chance to come clean. Are you or are you not a Tool Time fan?
I've never seen a show in my life.
That was a legit funny joke.
It was.
You gotta come clean now. Are you or are you not a Tool Time fan? You lied to him.
Lied.
The one time you can feel sorry for Tim.
His heart broke.
I do like he was more disappointed in that than the fact that Brad threw an unsupervised party with underage drinking.
And alcohol,
Yeah. They tried to kind of soften the blow of some of the lesson of this, where they're like, if something happened to these kids that were drinking underage, we would be responsible. But then he calls Jill Puff, and that makes it funny,
because he's
right?
dressed up as a knight and she's a dragon.
If anything happened to these kids, Puff and I'd be responsible?
I like that, they drove home or whatever in the full night costume and drag never took it off.
Yeah, I don't know about that. They were the ones being irresponsible, I think.
Yeah, hope Jill wasn't driving.
Yeah. It was pretty funny, too, at the award ceremony. They think that they're not going to win, so they're going to cut out early. So they have Al and his girlfriend change into their Halloween costumes for the party they're going to go to after. And then they end up winning something, so Al has to go on stage in his mouse costume.
Mm-hmm.
Keep his dignity.
Well, I guess you feel pretty silly right about now.
It does feel like that's an event where they wouldn't really care that much about that, though.
If they're holding it on Halloween, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, why are they holding this on a Halloween night? It just seems very strange. It seems strange for them to be holding it in the evening anyway. It just seems like something they do during the day.
Yeah.
This is like a local thing, too, isn't it? Local cable stuff?
Yeah,
so, like,
local cable.
they got fucking knitting nerds and shit there, and they're like, oh no, Al can't be in a mouse costume. He would look silly.
When I started out in this business, well, I lived in a hole in the wall.
And nobody cared. See, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Was this one where Tim drove to Canada to get Jill those candies?
No, that was the hardware, because he wanted to invest in a hardware store. But, he did something nice for her, for his own gain.
Yeah, for his own gain. At least she knew it was coming. She's like, all right, what do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
I.e. Hat my husband. We get another obligatory Wilson scene in this one. He didn't have too much to do, but he wore a pumpkin head and did a little speech at Brad.
Yeah, versus like the last one where he saw his face. Like this is the least Wilson face because he has the pumpkin head and then most of the fence obscuring that.
Pretty well covered. They were making up for lost time with that other one.
You're not going to tell my parents, are you, Wilson?
Oh, Brad, you put me in such a quandary.
He got it easy because he didn't have to confront his moral quandary there, should he narc on the kids. They came home anyway.
Yeah, what was Wilson gonna do?
I don't know.
Biggest unanswered question.
We don't know. Who was he gonna betray?
Yeah.
Was he gonna betray his neighbor's kid, or himself?
When I was Mark's age, my parents thought that I was an odd duck, and look at me now.
Jill calls home and she hears some noise going on in the background. She's like, yeah, Jason was tickling Brad. And then Tim is worried that he's gay.
Yeah.
That seems to be his biggest concern.
If Jason's tickling Brad, I don't want to go home.
It seems about right for Tim.
And then, Randy gets beat up by the other kids.
Yeah, no one really cares. They toss him out of the house.
And then he never gets his candy back. He spent all night trick-or-treating, and then what?
Beaten up, I feel like that's pretty severe, and they kind of lightly glance over that.
Yeah, go over your brother got beat up. They mentioned that Mark was sick, but he barely does anything. That didn't seem to factor into.
Yeah, there's get Mark out of here.
Yeah, he's like, go to your room, $2.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the end of Mark.
My ear hurts. I think I have pus.
Like the bit where Jason said they'd be watching the awards show, so at one point when the camera's on Tim, he's like, hi, Brad, and then he's making out with a girl and turns it off. You noted too, that girl doesn't really leave the house.
No, that girl is a weirdo. They kick everyone out of the house. She takes off. Everyone leaves out the door. She goes back further into the house.
Yeah, she's going upstairs.
What is she doing? They never kick her out. They find the other two, Jason and his girlfriend.
Hiding upstairs in a closet.
Oh my God, what was she planning? We got left hanging on that one, just like the Wilson thing. There's too many loose threads going on here.
It's like a Rose situation, but for real. She's obsessed now.
Oh my God.
My mom was just calling and asking about my little brother's pus.
My little brother's pus. I love that band.
There were some funny bits. It was all right.
It was alright. Could have been a bit more Halloween, though. Again, impress us with some more Halloween this next one.
Come on. You still got some time? Come on, Home Improvement.
You used to live here or something? Oh, yes, with my brother until the incident.
I was a teenage tailor. We're back, baby.
Yeah, they put plenty of Halloween in this one.
Oh, they put some more Halloween stink on this one. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
This is one of the 2 highest rated Halloween episodes that they had.
Yeah?
Yeah, along with that one where they prank him into thinking he has the stalker. I guess they like the ones where they're really, really terrible to each other.
It's I like they even call attention to that. It's never seen a family go to such sick lengths to prank each other.
In all my years, I have never seen a family go to such sick lengths to torture each other on Halloween.
So the plot of this one is that the kids be pranking. The parents are annoyed at all the pranking they're doing, so they're going to prank them. And then their prank gets ruined, so the kids are going to prank them back, and then that gets ruined.
It's
and then
pranks and counter pranks. This is sort of what I thought might happen a bit with the other prank one, but it happens in this one where it's oh, it's ruined. Oh, wait, no, there's another prank layer.
Prankception going on here.
Well, you're Tim's sons. I'm sure you inherited the torture chromosome.
They get Alan on this one. He got some good zingers back in at Tim. Apparently, Tim forgot for a couple years to do the head prank on Tool Time, but he brought it back.
That's a runner. He keeps doing that head thing to him.
If you're gonna scare the tool man, you gotta do a better job than that, all right?
And Al got him back. He thought he got him with kind of a lame snake thing, but then he had another head waiting behind the wallpaper. And then the people
Al's the king of Halloween.
Yeah. All the people that are watching Tool Time actually to learn things, they're like, come on, I want to learn how to strip wallpaper. And then they keep doing this shit.
Yeah,
he was going to do something, and then a head came through there. I didn't learn anything.
Yeah, I love in-universe imagining. Anyone trying to legit watch Tool Time for home improvement tips? It's like, it's another episode where he's talking about his personal problems or trying to bug Al the whole time.
Yes, Tim, I'm quaking. Why do we have projects? Why do we even have a show?
I like the bit too where Al's like, yeah, that's not very funny. He's like, oh, I guess the audience laughed for no reason.
Well, apparently the audience laughed for no reason.
That describes a lot of sitcom stuff, like the audience laughed for no reason.
They laughed because a sign lit up that said
laugh now. They did have some good lines in this. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, this one was pretty good.
I liked when they pranked Jill with the head in the oven, and then like she's so upset about it, and then when Tim comes in and she's just like furious.
Yeah, he comes in, gives her a kiss, and she's just still there angry. They do a microwave camera shot. You can kind of see the end of the set as it's shooting up towards the ceiling a bit.
That's spooky.
Spooky.
Oh.
Why is their house so dark up there?
Part of the prank that they set up on the kids is that they hire a Halloween guy.
That's your dad's Halloween guy.
Everybody thinks they can kick me around just because I'm the Halloween guy.
To pretend to be this escaped maniac from an asylum who's trying to kill them. When they discover who it is, because Al accidentally reveals it, they're gonna prank them into thinking that they're so terrified that they're like crying over this.
Yeah.
Which is the more realistic depiction of what would go on during something like
Dad,
this.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die, Dad. You never know.
No!
Not again!
Not the Dana Carvey Diet Mug Root Beer Hour! Please!
I wanted to know how they rigged up the fake dramatic lightning.
They did, yeah, they had lightning effects. They had like a whole dolly system set up in the attic.
Yeah.
How did they manage that one?
Sick links.
They made these fucking dummies of themselves?
In all my years, I have never seen a family go to such sick lengths to torture each other on Halloween.
Apparently that head that went through the wallpaper was Al's head, because he said he was going to get the head because he wanted to make something out of it. It was the same head, it looked like.
I stopped by to pick up my head. Eileen's going to take out the cranium and put in melon balls.
But he was going to destroy that head so it can't go through the wallpaper.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the plans. I need it for my party, but really, I'm going to stop you from continually doing this.
It was pretty good that he was so bad at keeping a secret for the pranks.
Mm-hmm. But that's part of the counter prank.
Part of the counter prank that he didn't...
He let it slip that they were pretending with Clifford. He said his real name.
Right, but that was part of the counter prank, was it? It wasn't just that they messed up and then they did a counter prank?
No, I think they're always playing the thing up in the attic.
Oh, see, there's so many layers to this. I didn't even get it. They were building on it for so long.
Are you serious?
Would I lie to you?
He's not really a Hollywood wash.
For Richard Karn.
Oh man, I'm a Halloween washout. I'm a Hollywood wash.
The prank that they pull at the end, where him and Wilson, they just close them in the attic. It's like, is that a prank? Just locking someone in a room? I don't think you can call it a prank.
Making him fall and hurt himself is a pretty good prank.
That's the funniest thing that's happened so far, is that he nearly murders him.
I do like when Randy and Brad go to see Wilson and he's stirring some kind of witch's brew he's making. It's like, is this part of the prank that he's got these ingredients, or is he really making this like monkey brain stew?
It's like he's doing this just to amuse himself? Like, who is he doing this for?
Head of monkey, brain of cat. Well, I'm making a mugwort-based witch's brew. You boys want a slug?
He clearly can't actually put his spoon that far into the cauldron or he'll mess up the fog machine and stuff coming out of it, so he's kind of miming that he's put it in, but you can see it's barely gone into it.
I like him very naturally holding the spoon in front of his face as he walks.
Yeah. I did like Randy's line too. They're talking about the incident, and he's like, oh yeah, that incident. Out of all the incidents, that's the worst incident I've ever heard.
Horrible thing, that incident. One of the worst incidents of all time, don't you think?
I think like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was really honing his comedic timing. He was getting better.
Yeah.
And then the kid who played Mark was clearly like, put me in the background more and more, because here he's just kind of like, and I helped. That's about it.
He's the weakest, yeah.
But I guess he didn't really want to act, because he like by the end of the show was just like,
he left acting.
So I don't feel too bad for him. It seems like that's what he wanted. So.
Happy Halloween!
They had a good in-joke, too, with a Simba and Buzz Lightyear trick-or-treating.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The kid playing Simba was Richard Karn's actual kid.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so cool stuff all around.
He got extra treats.
7 for the cute little lion.
It was a very good Halloween episode. Kind of reminds me that the show was actually pretty funny at times.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, let's see if they keep it up as we go further in.
It's time to say goodbye to them. Forever.
A night to dismember. It seems we spoke too soon about Mark. Now he's getting his revenge. It's all about Mark.
Mm-hmm. I think they gave him something more to act with in this one. Maybe he just kind of grew out of that bit awkward phase. So he's a bit better in this one.
I think they were working with the fact that he wasn't utilized on the show that much and made something out of it.
Yeah, this is his emo phase.
Yeah, Mark's in an emo phase. He's hanging out with his good friend Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie.
It's something like Family Matters again. Oh, he's got friends named Ronnie. So he's making a Halloween movie for a class, and all of the characters in this movie seem suspiciously similar to his family in real life.
Look, it's our two sons, Chad and Andy. Who's Clark?
Except in the movie, he murders them, so they're a little concerned about that.
I think this was a pretty good episode for Tim. Like, he's very supportive of Mark making this movie.
This is the least toxic masculinity he's had in this entire run of Halloween episodes. He's supportive of him the entire time. He's like, he's interested in something. It's a pretty cool movie. We get to die. It's great.
This twist is morbid. This kid's great.
This is creepy.
This is great. But he's decapitated his brothers in such a fun, creative way. Okay, let's die.
I love how enthusiastic he is. Let's go get killed.
Yeah. I don't know what Mark's plan was. He was using like a real blade with that machete. It's like, was he just going to stop real quick? Like, and they're like,
so.
let's use the rubber one, which apparently they had. So
yeah.
This is a real blade.
What? It's a little dangerous, Mark. Come on now.
It's only for this shot.
Let's use the hard rubber blade, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think that's the plan. I don't. He probably wasn't really going to kill him. Well, unless we count the ending as canon.
Is the ending canon? What's going on there? But his parents do seem legit concerned that he's going to murder them.
Do you think that there's any chance that Mark really wants to
whack us?
You think I wanted to kill you?
Well, no, of course not. No.
Somebody call 911!
Well, especially Jill. She kind of gets Tim more worried about it.
She does seem to think that Mark's capable of murder. He was kind of projecting his own issues onto his movie, so they had a moment to grow and learn from it.
They had the sitcom moment. Actually, I don't want to kill you too. I just want to make a movie.
Yeah, I was going to murder you, but I guess we're fine now.
Don't be sorry. Very sorry.
I like the bit at the beginning, too, where they're doing the pumpkin racing. Tim's put an engine in his pumpkin. Al's really upset about it. But then when they go on the track, he blasts his ass out of there anyway. The pumpkin sets on fire.
Yeah, pretty good.
Him getting obsessed over this pumpkin race is part of why the plot moves along, because he wants to look at some old tapes of of Tool Time. I mean, Home Improvement.
Time.
It should be called Full Time.
Let's watch the episode and see how this ends. Fast forward to here. Like, what are we watching now, Jill? This is us now.
When does this happen in the movie?
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
Wait a minute. We die. We have to change it. But yeah, he wants to look at some old tapes of Tool Time, but then they find the tape of the movie, which isn't finished yet, but somehow edited with a bunch of post-production on it.
Yeah, I guess they're just editing linearly, which is weird, but...
Yeah. They did have a lot of really elaborate stuff going on for, like, a student film high school.
I guess he's really trying. He's gonna, get this shown somewhere.
More Ruth here?
Don't mind if I do.
The scene with Heidi
Yeah.
really fucking creeped me out. She should not be agreeing to do this scene with him, with this underage child, in a romantic sense. Like, when they saw that, they should have been like, Heidi, you are fired. Get out of here. Do not contact us. Do not contact our son. Get out of here. And this was like behind their back. They didn't know about it. He just went to Tool Time. He's like, hey, Heidi, you want to romance me in a movie?
Yeah.
There were no girls his age she could have asked? Anyone in his class?
No, had to be Heidi.
That is my assistant, Al Gore.
Like, Wilson was Wilson Stein and Al was Al Gore.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Al Gore joke they got in there. Mark wrote that?
Yeah.
Kid wrote the Al Gore joke?
Like, he also had, like, in-jokes about tool time and stuff, because Al does the I don't think so, Wilson-Stein.
I don't think so, Doc.
I mean, in universe, they're sort of minor celebrities, right? Maybe kids in their class would be impressed with that.
I love that subtle little joke about your dad's show, Mark.
You're going to a costume party, right?
Yeah, we're going as the scariest people we could think of. Republicans.
They had the Al Gore joke. They also had the scariest thing Republicans joke as well.
And Tim's like,
took some kids to Disneyland. Was there a scene transition in this where Jill was kidnapped?
Yeah,
The transition kidnapped her?
Yeah, just the thing that came in during the transition grabs her and leaves.
Why did that happen? What a weird thing to do.
Yeah. Those are the elaborate ones, like, oh.
I love, like, nobody doing this movie knows what's going on in the movie. Apparently they're getting just scene by scene, because otherwise they would know what happened in this movie.
Yes, Mark wants it for realism. They don't know what's coming.
And for all we know, this may be a piece of cinema history.
Oh, it's a piece of something.
It was a good showcase for Mark.
Yeah,
It was
Mark got
better.
his time to shine.
Yeah, good episode for Mark. I think it's a fun premise having him make a horror movie.
High marks for Mark.
Yeah.
They did a Halloween one that was decent, but wasn't just repeating the pranks,
Yeah, it
which I
wasn't
wasn't
just-
sure that they were going to be able to do.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about a party.
It wasn't just
It was
about a party.
making a movie. So
Making a horror movie.
they've been doing a lot better. They had the lull in the middle, but...
They got better. Let's see if season 8, their last season, they can stick the landing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that Wilson's dead?
Yes, Wilson's dead, and you're under arrest for his murder. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Bewitched!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Back to parties and pranks.
Parties and pranks, but you know what? It was a good one to end on.
Mm-hmm.
Because they made Tim think that he was being framed for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Oh, God.
Why'd you do it, Dad?
He thought that Wilson was dead. Hilarious.
It was very good.
He thought
Why'd
that
you
Wilson
do it,
was
Dad?
Yes! I'm glad that this ended with Wilson is the king of Halloween.
I am the king!
We're just gonna forget the thing at the end where Tim gets him back with the bird happened.
Yeah.
It's
just his
Wilson
little
is the-
revenge
yeah.
pranks.
My God!
Somebody call 911!
It was a dream.
These are always little quick things, too. It's like, oh, yeah, it's real. That's cute. Like at the
Anyway.
beginning, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cute, Dad.
Nice head.
So the plot of this one is that Tim is thinking he's getting a little rusty with his pranks. No one's really reacting to him. He finally gets them with some other pranks. He gets it with like a axe to the foot prank. He gets Wilson. Wilson's pretty concerned about this, as he should be.
Oh, my God, Tim! Put direct pressure on and I'll call 911.
Somebody call 911!
I nearly had a heart attack.
Now, you're not just saying that?
Well, I'm still hyperventilating.
I am the king! I'm the king! Ah!
Kind of a serious scene. He's like, oh, you're killing me, Tim. You knew that was going to come back. He's got a bird that keeps repeating stuff.
You're killing me, Tim! You're killing me, Tim!
Is this when he decided to prank him after he did that? Like, he's like, fuck you.
I think so.
That was the inciting incident. He's like, all right.
Yes, Tim
I'm
earned
gonna
it.
fuck you over, man. Wilson is like, I'm the most sadistic of all.
Make you think you murdered me. I'll hire people to play detectives.
Richard Reel, whoever the hell he was in universe to him, like, thanks for pretending to be
Yeah.
a cop for me.
Guess a friend of Wilson's that Tim didn't know.
Yes. So they go to a party at Wilson's house, and Wilson introduces them to his new girlfriend, Nechayev from Next Gen, and she
There
claims...
is a Klingon outfit in the party, too. It's not a Klingon makeup or anything. It's a weird random head, but looks like Klingon armor.
I have nothing to say to that. Star Trek.
Yeah.
So Wilson's girlfriend, she claims to be a witch, and they think that this is stupid. This, of course, is all part of the prank. He convinces Wilson to break up with his girlfriend, and he thinks that the witch got revenge on him, and he calls the police, but it's Wilson's friends. Jill and Brad are also in on this. Did they show the other kids at all? It must have been very brief.
No, this might have been when Jonathan Taylor Thomas left.
Oh, did he leave the show?
Yeah, because he's too big by this point, so I think Randy went to college or something like that in the universe.
Oh, I see.
That's wonderful!
I don't remember if they showed Mark at all.
No, I don't think they did.
It was just the last one standing.
Yeah.
He did have some good lines, though.
Yeah, why'd you do it, Dad?
Why'd you do it, Dad? I like, too, like, he's like, I'm old enough, you can use the B word.
Yeah.
Who's Agatha?
She's that witch that Wilson was dating.
Mom, it's okay. I'm old enough. You can say the B word.
I mean, this is, like, the most messed up prank out of all of them, I think.
Yeah, it's so... They had to have cop cars there, because they had, like, the cop car lights shining on them. Like, how did Wilson get the cars?
Although, like, when Tim thinks that Wilson is legit dead, at first he's just concerned with himself.
Yeah.
He's not sad that his friend is dead. His special friend.
His special...
Agatha, my special friend.
Hi, Agatha, Tim Taylor.
Hello.
Gee, I thought I was your special friend. I'm his special friend.
I'm his special friend.
I'm a special friend.
You're like, he's jealous of her, too. I'm Wilson's special friend.
They have Wilson wear another costume, and then they're like, look, he's wearing a fake beard. It's covering his face.
Yeah, that's nothing. You're seeing his full face there, basically.
Yeah. Like when you were saying, like, that's like saying we never see Al's face.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It was very funny when they reveal his body and they only pull it down to here.
Yeah, pretty good. It was pretty good, too, when he starts randomly rhyming.
I did not know it was a crime. I did not know it at the time.
Dr. Seuss claims there was a witch.
Dr. Seuss here.
Taking you down to be worth my badge.
Yeah, like that one playing bad cop wanted to beat him. You just got your badge back. He's not worth it.
People like you make me sick.
Pretty good. We were laughing a lot at this.
Yeah.
Home Improvement's pretty funny. Surprising to me. Actually, it's not that surprising to me. I know it was really popular, but sometimes things don't hold up too well.
Mm-hmm.
Like skillet jokes.
Like skillet jokes.
My special 21 things you can do with a squash.
I could think of one more.
They had a good Halloween balance in this episode. There were some parts that weren't as Halloween-y as others, but the whole spooky atmosphere was there. Ended on a good note, I think.
Yeah, another elaborate party, and then Wilson's place looked pretty spooky. It was all messed up.
Yeah, the little altar with his hat in it.
Yeah, that's very
What's
good.
your hat doing here?
Tim, leave the cat alone.
There was a part where Jill is putting some water in a kettle, but she doesn't, like, open it at all.
Yeah, it's very weird.
She's just spraying it, like, on
You
it.
can see it just repelling off of it because it's not open.
Why didn't she open the kettle?
No.
That was weird.
She is just trying to get Tim's prank out of the way. She knew he did something. Earl, run the water because I know you're doing something. Oh, there's your dumb arm.
Do you like when he's depressed about not being able to perform and she's like, you were good last night. Sad he's not the king of Halloween anymore.
Yeah.
So he used to be the king of pranks on Halloween. So far today, nothing.
His title was taken from him. King Wilson.
Yeah, King Wilson rules.
Now we're going to find out who's really the king.
Well, let's get to ranking.
Why'd you do it, Dad?
Why'd you do it? I don't want to die.
I don't want to die, Dad.
Randy went to college.
He went to college.
Haunting at Taylor House. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would rank that number one. I think it was the best one.
Not for me.
What's your favorite?
It's either the second one or this last one. I would
thought it
put
was-
the first one fairly high, but I did like that one.
This one was crueler than the Rose one. I
Yeah,
feel. The eighth
so that's
was
why it's
crueler.
like, it's hard to judge. Like Tim being scared for his life and thinking he's poisoned, but yeah, Wilson went to some extreme lengths, so it's very good.
It was more emotionally distressing.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps you scared him to death. I am the king.
Borland Ambition. That was the one where Al gets the hardware store.
Mm.
That's right at the bottom for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That
Al.
one's pretty low. Yeah, I think that's the worst of Halloween.
It was the least Halloween-y, and I don't think it was really that great of an episode in general.
Yeah, it was kind of middling, I guess, as an episode, and disappointing as a Halloween one.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the one with the cable awards, Let Them Eat Cake, and then the house party. Second worst. Yeah, because it was just during that period where it just wasn't that great Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
It was a little better than the hardware store, but not by
Halloween
much.
was still kind of the B plot.
I was a teenage tailor.
That's like 3, I think. That's high.
I would put it as 4, because I think the ones where they pranked Tim were funnier.
Better, yeah. But it was good and elaborate. I like that they set up new dummies in the attic to shoot
They are
at
terrifying their children, which feels a little crueler than terrifying.
Which is funny.
Never seen a family go to such sick lengths to scare each other. All right, and then they have the one where Mark does the horror movie.
That one wasn't bad.
I would rank it just above the party that Brad hosts, just because I think the other ones were better. I don't think it was a bad episode. I think, like, out of the whole lot, there were a lot of really good ones.
Yeah,
There's only a couple that weren't as good.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it near the top or anything, but kind of in the middle.
But I think the Wilson one was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a good note to end on.
That was top tier.
Kudos
to Wilson for doing all that.
Tip of the hat to Wilson.
My mouth hurts.
You know what? I enjoyed myself greatly watching these. I thought Home Improvement was pretty funny. It was a show I didn't catch that much as a kid, but I thought it held up pretty good.
Yeah, I was surprised they were still as funny as they were.
Yeah, so people should check them out if you're wanting to watch some more sitcom Halloween. It's pretty spooky.
That was a joke.
Good one.